This video is going to be a bit sensitive, so if you're not really into fertility and issues connected to that, and maybe you are sensitive to this topic, then maybe not the best video for you. I have not really shared a lot about why I want to lose weight. And one of the reasons is because I have, well, both my husband and I have fertility issues. And we were very lucky in Italy to have the opportunity to start path, not a treatment, but they open like a dossier with your information, and we went through some testing, and then we did some exams and all of that. And basically, it turned out that we are not really as fertile. We are not completely unfertile. There is still the option for us to have kids. It's just it won't happen in a natural way. And without going too much into details, one of the thing is that we could start right away to do, I don't know in English, the one before IVF and then IVF. The thing is, I first need to lose weight. And I am, since we started this journey, I am down around 6 kilos. And I thought I was a bit closer to what I should be. And I realized that I need around 6 more to lose. It was a bit like a punch in my gut because I honestly felt I'm a bit closer than that. And with the speed of that I'm going now, like it would probably take another 6 months just to lose the six missing if I keep this rhythm and I don't slow down. And now we have the holidays in between, which are always a bit tough. So that was really a wake up call. I will be 37 in January, which is awful close to 40. And I would love to have 2 kids, which at this point, I don't know if it's even possible anymore for me. And this is impacting a lot my mental health. It's not easy. I don't even know 100% if I want kids. I feel like it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. And I don't know if I'm able to handle it. I don't know if I'm able to afford it, most of all. Like, it has been a struggle for me. I've always wanted kids, and the idea was to have them when I was in my 20s. And I was in a very long-term relationship. The first boyfriend I had for like almost 10 years. And like we were living together and all of that. And at one point, he was also older than me, like 6 years older. So when I was around 22, 23, he was 20, 28, 29. And we were talking about kids, and I wanted kids. However, I decided that it was more important for me to finish my studies. So I went back to university, and basically that was that was the moment when we were talking about this, and I kind of chose my education over my family. And after a couple of years, we split up. And at that point, I decided to stay alone. I mean, I'm really happy with myself. I am okay being alone. I love being alone. So that pushed everything further. And then around my 30s, I decided to I decided that I wanted actually a family, and I was fixed, like in my head I had this conviction that first I have to be married, and I want to live with my husband before having kids. And then COVID hit, and work went like was more difficult and money was not really there, so everything got pushed. And then a few years ago, when we did started to try, we realized that it was not working. So it has been kind of in my mind for the past 10 years. And then you realize that once you are closer to 40, your chances are really, really, really low. And it got it get difficult. Like it gets in your head, and yeah, a lot of thoughts. So this week was a bit rough. There was a rough ending, let's say it this way, because the first part of the week was good. I managed to see my family before we left Germany again. Like it's the 10th time during this challenge that I moved back and forth. And it was a pleasant week. There was the first snow, and I never saw snow in that city, so it was very nice. And everything was in the Christmas mood, so they started to put up the lights and the trees. So that part was really nice. And also the journey was great. Like we had 12 hours without traffic at all. So it was really pleasant. But then Sunday was rough, rough. And I've been also thinking a lot about the employment opportunity, because I don't want to get employed. My gut says no, and everyone else, everything else, like the logic, the everything says it's better to be employed, and my gut keeps saying no. So that's also a big struggle. And between work and these fertility issues, like it has been rough. I will be honest, it has been rough. My weight is stable this week, maybe a bit up, but just a tiny bit. And I managed to walk every day 10,000 steps, even this week. And even with my 12-hour car drive, I walked. And thankfully, here in Italy, I have one of these treadmills that you put under the desk. So that's good. But I don't know. Short update. I hope next week will be easier. Coming back, I'm still very focused on my job. But then, yes, health is coming up, and it's like a big topic in my head at the moment. Is Yeah. So, see you next week.